And let's see if the timer will work. I think it ought to. Both the teams are ready, and we will be getting into this right now. Let's see how their reaction times are. We saw some pretty dubious reaction times in some other matches, but then again, maybe it doesn't really matter. Oh wow, look at that, Snowcrows.
Here we go.
Ooh, I got some lightning fast reactions, less than a second there, and they started going crazy immediately, not wasting any time at all. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. No, we might as well give credit right now. There will be full credits at the end of tomorrow's stream, but Zach was in charge of not only some of the musical design for this tournament, but also for the cinematics. Oh no, what's happening here?
This is
what? IA?
No,
what? What's happened? What's gone wrong?
That fucking 1 minute cripple he was pulling off.
Oh no!
They decided to fight fourth.
Oh, the slubbing.
That is some digging a hole kind of life.
The sliblets.
Oh, the slibs absolutely ruined that initial run.
SC went real safe mode there and stealthed people. They even had a veil down. I believe I saw. Now he's going with the cripple again. Oh god, just cleanse that, please.
Oh,
move on.
What a complete disaster.
Well, before IA is even starting, SC is 20% ahead on Sloth.
Oh boy.
That's really not a good start.
Some better stream quality,
but yes. We had to interrupt on the glyph from the LE, just right at the start of Sloth.
We actually have one of the players of Snowcrows actually getting feared and will die here.
Oh.
So they are going to be a man down for the remainder of this fight. That is very unusual there for SC. I think they should be able to finish the boss, but they will lose. Maybe this is enough for IA to maybe catch up here.
They might, yeah, most definitely. They're really fast.
Was it Derpy?
It was Derpy Moa. Derpy Moa is dead on the ground.
He's gone off to the side to send money to people, I suppose.
Wow.
What a meme. Oh my goodness.
Oh. So this could give IA a chance to take the lead.
They are now 12%, 14% difference between the two, even though IA wiped. So there's a definite chance that they might actually catch up just because of that one slip up.
Well, but they do have a few downs there as well.
Yeah, IA has. Oh, that was a close call on that down state.
Let's see if they can get some value here out of that extra player they now possess. It doesn't look. It seems like Snowcrows is holding on quite remarkably, actually, to the situation.
They are pulling their weight individually, definitely.
Yep. No slackers here, and they need to get some clear. IA really need to get some clearing here because they're in a little bit of trouble with regards to all these mushrooms. I think they actually stunned their own slubbling, so a little bit of a problem there. That's not exactly what you want.
We got two people down on SC's front, but they both got up. They are dropping slowly. They are having a little bit of difficulty at this point, but they do seem to be holding up tight.
Absolutely.
The difference is, it's still 14% health between the two. They are neck and neck at this point, but it all. Oh no! Is he going to go down?
Oh no! I think that might be a death.
Is IA going to?
What a disaster!
And
Therese!
God.
The spores coming out though. They have two people. They have another death. They had one down. They managed to get it up. Oh my goodness.
That really got a bit crazy there. I mean, both teams do seem to be struggling a little bit, but IA do seem to be feeling the actual overall damage pressure of the fight a lot more. They do seem to be struggling to stay alive a little bit. As a result of that, they have now lost that player advantage, and they even don't really have the Sloth in a great position. They won't be able to melee correctly there, and we'll have to wait for him to move a bit. Oh, and he is doing a bit of the old animation chaining as well. And this is where Snowcrows really have got themselves a bit of a lead here, going out of the Sloth.
Most definitely. The Sloth is about to go down now. They've got it at 18%. They are... Oh, Goku is getting feared. He is going to die in the poison now. Oh, no way!
That is...
Yeah,
they have not... They've really not had a great time there, have they, on this boss? They're now down to just swapping the stats on the legendary. While we wait.
Yeah. Making the best of a situation, I guess.
Yeah, you might as well use this time. But I think Snowcrow still should be good to go.
I can't see the health of it because he's
covering it with his traits.
I can move that trait, that hero, mate.
Yeah.
I think it's about it's.
I think it's nearly dead.
3%, 5% perhaps.
Yeah.
Something like that. IA is at 20% health. We have a Sloth of 5%. So, oh no, the entire SC team is going to.
Oh no! This is not good. Is this the wipe? Is this the wipe?
Sloth is 4%, and they are all down.
Oh no!
That's gonna be the wipe.
Snowcrows.
That is going to be a wipe. That is going to be.
Snowcrows are a disaster.
Pull through here. They can just play safe right now.
Yeah. All they have to do is kill it, and they will be in a great spot going into the rest of this wing.
Absolute killer position.
What a fitting match for the final game today.
I don't think many people would have predicted that Snowcrows will be wiping.
Nope, not at all.
But they just seem to just have a bit of trouble with those stun breaks there. Losing their Guardian Derpy at the first fear is just very unusual.
Before the first 10% were gone, I mean, that was
really severe problem. And I think we're going to need to see some mistakes here for IA, and apparently we're just idiots. IA actually started with 7, and they didn't lose anyone.
Oh, we're idiots then.
Yeah, so Twitch Chat, thank you with your eagle eyes for correcting us. So that means this is really good for IA, right? Yeah. Because they even have more players.
That's 2% now, and they're going to kill it. And Sloth is dead, and they're going to move on.
He's dead.
SC is now Sloth at 85%, and that was... Yeah.
That was really, really not
something
good
like that.
all.
That is going to change the tide. Now they really gotta pull up their game.
Yeah, they absolutely do. If they're gonna have to have some very at the end of the day, it will come down to Matthias to a certain extent, because as long as no one wipes, the Bandit Trio is more or less the same, right? You can save a little bit of time for sure, but you can't save a huge amount of time.
For sure.
So SC are going to have a blazing fast Matthias kill. Oh wait, no, SC will, not IA. And also they will have to hope that IA has some kind of trouble, which will delay them as well.
Yeah, their best odds right now would be for IA to really mess up their everything on Narella. That would put SC in the lead, unless they also obviously cock up again.
But I mean, it's looking a lot better already. No one has died to the fear. A good start.
It's a really good start. Derprimoa is
still alive. I'm really interested to see what went wrong there. Actually, what do you think? They just weren't close enough to get the stun break, or were they using?
Question.
I don't know.
I didn't notice what actually happened, but Goku is going down there.
Oh yeah. Nope. Imagine if they wipe it again.
Yeah, the thing about wiping, as we've seen, especially earlier on in the tournament with digging a hole, is that once you start wiping, or once you wipe once, you get very desperate, or you tend to get very desperate, and so a lot of the teams are not minding all the details just for that extra damage to get it, that extra DPS uptime, and that might be their doom, as we saw with digging a hole earlier, where they were just pushing themselves without actually having any.
And unfortunately, getting punished for it, as there is always a risk-reward calculation that you have to go through when you're using these kind of strategies. Yes, you can definitely save time and get more efficient kills, but the punishment for wiping in a tournament like this is incredibly dire. And as we can see, we already have IA already on Berg in the Bandit event, and there's still 20% of Sloth's life left.
They're way ahead.
Yeah, they are way ahead right now. IA in a great spot right now. hopefully they can deal with these bandits effectively. Obviously, there have been bees thrown onto Berg. He is being stung to death right now. Very, very uncomfortable experience. Very uncomfortable indeed. But yeah, it's still going to be a solid kill for Snowcross on that Sloth, but
it's much more manageable now that the Derpy Moa is alive.
Yeah, he's alive, yeah.
Everything is going much more smooth than previously.
Yeah, it's certainly very, very good for them right now, but they're going to have to catch up a lot if they want to get back into this, as Berg is actually nearly about to fall.
And Sloth is going down now, so SC is ready to move on. GGing to get that extra...
I mean, they need every second right now, as Berg is already pretty much dead for IA. And they will be moving on to clearing out a bit of trash and waiting for Zane to spawn.
It's all about just getting that event started as soon as possible, because all this really is just a time sink. That's all this event is for most of these guilds playing. It's a very manageable event to get through, but it's just 9 minutes of either waiting or hitting one of the 3 bosses, and it is drooling.
And it looks like that SC are opting to 8-man everything here. They had 8 on Sloth, they have 8 on the Trio, and then they have 8 on Matthias, and this bodes very, very well for IA, as they will actually have an additional player, as they have done... They did 7-man Sloth, I believe, and now they're doing 8-man Trio. And therefore, they will be able to do 9 on Matthias. Very, very powerful for them.
So regardless of anything, like now they have the head start, a little ways ahead. They'll even have that extra damage on Matthias. So yeah,
just a great spot. Just a great spot for IA right now. SC is, I don't know. I think they're raging at each other right now.
Speaking of raging, Chris Cleary has said on Reddit, no more Machinima Studio.
Oh yeah? Rip your account, Brazil, see ya. Goodbye account. Uh-oh. But I mean, we didn't use that, right? We would never use a tool that would violate the terms of service, right,
stacking
Brazil? Yeah, very, very effective there for IA.
For
absolutely,
getting him down really quickly,
demolishing him there. And the dog, I think they have quite favorable dog RNG as well. It seems they are ripping his head off, very, very effectively. Meanwhile,
he is going down.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Let's just have a look at what's going on.
They are 4.5 minutes behind. SC is 4.5 minutes behind IA. Just because of that Sloth wipe. That sucks for them. I hope they're keeping themselves calm and collected, because that is the only way that they're going to catch up with this.
They need to deal very effectively with the next group of trash. They need to have a great Matthias kill, and they also need a little bit of clowning from IA as well. I mean, IA could still kill it, but they just need a slow kill on Matthias from IA. There needs to be a few complications, a few players getting eliminated or something like that, or maybe some kind of clown fiesta bursts out on Narella. It takes a bit longer than it should. That's what needs to happen here. Otherwise, I think IA is going to bring the upset and actually force SC to the lower bracket. And that is not something that any of us were expecting here.
Not at all, whatsoever.
No.
That is a big surprise.
And let's have a look here as we see that IA have now reached the most threatening part of this. Yeah, this is where things could go wrong. And it looks like they are okay. No one is down yet.
They're playing it very safe. They've got the 2 elementalists up on the high end where the tornadoes cannot touch them. Narella cannot touch them. They are going full on with the deeps. They even have the kegs up there. They are safe to kill Narella. There is nothing that can go wrong.
They're
at this point.
in very, very good shape here. The boss will be dying momentarily. Mortars have started landing, but I don't think that's really going to matter at this point. And Narella is down. The event is over, and IA will be moving on to Matthias. Obviously going to go ahead and skip a little bit of walking by just immediately resetting themselves and gliding onwards. Oh, and they are going to be going for some, I don't know, weapon swapping. I thought they were going to go for some speed abuse, but that is not the case. But bear in mind, they have 9 players for this, and this will not only accelerate the trash, but also greatly make the boss a quicker and safer kill as well.
We saw a very interesting jumping puzzle strategy for this next part that IA is going into now. Quantify jumping around the encounter with a couple of the players to kill the last enemies and actually getting those extra precious seconds that they beat Harmonize with. That was a close call between those two. That was like 45 seconds that they were faster, and it is those small little details that really count. I can see IA here. They are just moving through the crowd with all of their players, or whatever, the maze or whatever we'll call this thing, the path.
I think they're very likely to split up into 2 groups here. So one group will go and clean off one side. We're going to see some portal skipping probably for the backtracking people. Well, they may not. They probably don't even have to portal because they can just /GG and teleport to the start of the temple area and just skip all of that right next to this ley line rift, as long as these bandits are, oh no, don't freeze stream, why would you do that? Okay, good, we're good. No, I can't even watch it on medium. Virgin media, come on. Don't DDoS me. Oh no.
You need to move to another country, mate. It's the only solution now.
Just gonna go to the Netherlands. I heard they have really good connection there.
All those Twitch money should put you right there in the good position with the internet.
Absolutely, and that is going to be it. IA, they've opened the door. There he is. This is the final boss. If this guy dies in first try, IA are looking to actually take this. They're just getting ready. Okay. Wait, why have they got 10? They can't. Wait. What is this?
All the while, SC is just about to approach Norella. She's just about to spawn. They're clearing out the mobs. They're solid, but I think they are a little worried that they are not going to pull through. What they need for IA to do now is completely mess up everything on Matthias, and by the looks of it, it seems like IA actually has their shit together at some capacity, so I don't think that we'll see any major mistakes happen here. So it really all just comes down to whether or not they make a mistake or not. And yeah, that's it. SC is playing it safe as well at Norella, having the Condi Warrior and the Elementalist up on the high floor where Norella cannot touch them.
She will be going down. And yeah, of course, I'm a complete clown. They only have 9 in the squad. IA, they're not cheating. They have got 9 players. That's not 10. I was just kind of feeling, oh, everyone's alive. They must have 10, but that's not the case. They've only got 9 in the squad. I am a complete clown, and they will just be going through Matthias exactly as you expect. Snow Crows still have that trash to get through before they can even start Matthias. And IA are actually putting out very, very nice DPS here, already getting Matthias to the fire phase here.
They already got him at 76% and struggling with the Oof.
They're getting some good work done here.
It's looking really good for IA.
It absolutely is.
They seem to have the hang of this first phase. Obviously, we haven't really seen how they actually do on Matthias in general. So maybe in the Abomination phase, we might see some clinching moments, but they seem to have their shit together, I gotta say.
Yep, they absolutely do. This is looking like a very clean fight so far. Not even a single down just yet, while maintaining very, very strong DPS. And actually, if we look at the placements of these fire bombs, they're just absolutely great placements there, making sure there'll always be a clear path to get to the cleansing fountains there. So really, really keeping a cool head in this fight. Very, very impressive from IA, I think.
I see chat is trying to give their energy to SC. They want a closer fight.
I think they're going to need a lot of energy because they're going to have to run really fast here to catch up with IA, who already have Matthias on around 50% here. Something would have to go very, very badly wrong here. We need several players or even potentially a full reset. Bear in mind, if IA were to wipe now, they would still be a little bit ahead. It only gets a bit dicey if they wipe a little bit later on. Then they're going to have some problems because SC will also be on the fight as well.
Yeah, SC is approaching Matthias now. They're, regardless of anything, they are 55% behind. So they would really have to see some very unlucky situations for IA for them to even consider the win now. SC is waiting at the entrance. Oh, what are they waiting? Oh, they're missing a guy. They're all catching up, and they're going for Matthias.
Yep.
IA now have him at 38%, and they're slowly and steadily moving their way through
to
his
victory. Yeah. But the Abomination phase, in fairness, is where things can get crazy. Just a few people getting hit by those ghosts, and it's going to spiral completely out of control. But right now, they are looking pretty great. Oh, they did actually lose someone, by the looks of that. They do have a death, but...
Yeah, they do have a death. I completely missed that.
Yeah, I was too distracted by SC. Trying to catch up to the Matthias. So at this point, it's going to have to be the case. Oh, dear. Oh dear, we're looking like a... Oh no, there's a little bit of instability here. A lot of IA is going down.
3 people down.
3 people down.
They need to absolutely get these players back up and regroup, restack, and refocus.
Another death.
Oh no!
They are all gonna be a wipe.
No way.
Oh my god.
One of the down players got the poison, and they were all trying to power rest him through that poison, but that downed all the other players, pushing them all into this wipe situation, and SC is now 21% ahead.
Oh,
they are now, that was the thing that could happen. Damn.
That was the only thing that could have gone wrong there for IA. Bear in mind, though, they do have an additional player, and that could make all the difference. If SC encounter some difficulties, that could be the difference that IA need to get back into this. But they were so close to dethroning one of the favorites for the whole tournament. Oh, what a disaster for IA.
That is some real bad luck right there.
Really hurts.
But as we were saying, and as we saw, that last Abomination phase, that really can be a tricky one for a lot of players. It doesn't take much. There's so many mechanics overlapping each other, and it only takes a single player or two to mess up and kill the others. That's all it takes, and then the entire thing just falls apart. That was exactly what we saw here.
That was.
It's a very, very dangerous phase.
And it looks like even with one less player, SC do seem to be hanging on to that lead in terms of DPS. IA will be able to creep back a little bit as a result of their 9th. But we are going to need to see...
They're about to lose a player.
Yeah, they've got a player down there in the...
To get them up.
He's back up, so it's fine. But yeah, the two teams I would say they're neck and neck. IA has have a player more, and SC is 20% health in front of the other team. So they really are close.
Happen for SC. They could just wipe.
They could wipe. They could wipe.
And IA is gonna lose a party member in the.
No. But the save. But they need to get this sacrifice. They need to quickly get on that sacrifice. But I think
the wombo combos are great here for the entire party. IA is really struggling at this point.
Yeah.
They have a lot to catch up with, and they know it. I am pretty sure. So they are trying to push out as much damage as they can. They need to catch up with SC to even have a chance at this point. They're 20% behind, and that can actually still be possible. They can do this if they just play properly, so to speak.
The thing is that they're getting very unlucky with those mechanics, really disrupting their DPS players a lot actually for IA. So not most favorable RNG there. So losing quite a lot of damage there as a result of just who those mechanics were landing on.
And SC is now in the Abomination phase, so this is where everything gets hot and steamy for them. And we'll see if they make the same mistakes as IA did.
Yep.
That's the big question here. It only takes a single one of those blue spirits to walk into the group to down a few players, or a tornado to kick around a member or two. That is all that it takes for that entire fight, that entire phase to just go completely sideways.
Absolutely. And this fight is absolutely infamous for just having that catastrophic snowball effect that we saw IA fall prey to in their previous attempt on this boss. It's just as soon as one person goes down, more people are getting hit by mechanics. It just really does get out of control, absolutely. And SC have got the boss below 20% health. They are looking to be able to take this here, I think.
Their entire team seems sharp. Their health is full. They are just pushing out the DPS. They want this fight right now. They're just pushing.
Yeah.
Oh. The health between the two bosses they really are sticking to that 20% difference. That really is
really
the determining factor here. Whether SC cocks up real bad and dies now, that is going to be the determining factor.
It has to happen soon.
He is at 6%. He's at 6%.
It has to happen now.
It has to happen now. Yeah. They have to wipe right now.
They are going to kill him. They have so many players. Even if they go down at this point,
it wouldn't even matter. Even if a few players went down, really.
That's such an example.
There it is. SC win.
Yeah. Even though Derpy Moe went down and killed the entire team, or basically killed the entire team and wiped them at Sloth, they still pulled through just because of that wipe at Matthias for IA.
Oh,
that is such a bad situation.
That's such a disaster for IA.
That is a very, very close game. Very much GG to both teams. That was awesome to watch.
It really, really was. And, you know, I'm just going to let this fight play out for IA. Just such a fantastic effort. They did such a great job there, but in the end, it wasn't quite enough.
Nope. Yeah, they're pulling out. They're safe now. They are probably going to kill it without any problem. Kill Matthias without any problems, but...
I mean, we really do have to give... We absolutely have to give credit to Snow Crows just for keeping such a cool head through all of that. Just the stress of actually wiping on the first boss as well, on something which was, I don't know exactly what happened, but something quite unfortunate. Losing a player that early on, very, very tilting, I would imagine. And to actually really rally and really make an excellent second half, well, second 2/3 of that raid wing really is incredibly commendable there. And there it is, IA will finish. And actually, their clear was really great, right? I think that was...
It was.
Because
Definitely.
both of them had a wipe, but IA were... I think they were... Well, I don't know. I think it's probably about the same, about relatively even there, I think, because of the timing of the wipes. So I think very, very even, actually, in terms of overall tactics and, you know, actual clear time if you subtract the wipes.